Hey folks, I'm here in the shop working on our latest Kimbo prototype. I'm going to take you through how this one's put together and then some of the changes that are a little different about this in comparison to our first prototype. So you'll see first off that this one is all riveted. We don't have any welding on this one, and the reason why we're doing that is for manufacturing ease. And another thing is that as we were welding the original prototype, what we were finding is that some of those welds were slightly imperfect, and the likelihood of that happening inside of a production line is just, it's a lot greater. So we're removing the welds and replacing them with rivets. And the neat thing about this whole camper now is I did not know how strong it was going to be with all of these rivets. It has ended up being very, very strong. Here's a picture of the underside. We've put some strengthening ribs right in here, and makes it so that your bed doesn't flex. Another thing that you'll notice that's a little different about this version is that the back is not as sharp of an angle. And you can see the difference right here, where the back of the original prototype was more angled. This one has kind of more of an aesthetic shape to it, but it still maintains that strength. So here's a view of the door on the camper, and we've angled the top so that it's easier to duck your head underneath. And here's what the door looks like off of the camper. We've got foam between two layers of aluminum. It ends up making a very, very stout door, but also well insulated. So stepping inside of the camper, what we're going to have initially when we first walk in is we'll have the bed up here. Now instead of the bed going this direction, parallel to the cab, we're going to have it going perpendicular to the cab. So you'll have now room for two people, and there will be a little bit more space to sleep. So here's our shower, and what we're going to be doing is putting a panel on the back here. In the prototype, as I was using it, I found that it was difficult to set up and take down the shower. So what we're going to do with this one is make it so that your clothing is all right here, and it folds upwards on a rack, and then all you have to do is walk around and go inside, and then you can take a shower right first thing in the morning, and it won't be difficult to set the shower up. Now here's a view up from the loft, so you can kind of see down and into the space. Over here you've seen that you're looking at that wall. Now what you'll be able to do is, as you have the bed here, you'll be able to kind of prop yourself up and lean against that wall, and you've got this nice window with light coming in. It would make for a nice reading space, and if you have two people in this space, one person can be over there sitting on the couch, another person can be right here propped up and reading. In addition to that, we're going to have some storage spaces all along these walls. This refrigerator is a three-way refrigerator, so it operates on 120, 12 volt, as well as propane. Now, in this space right here, we're going to have the kitchen. In the previous space, the kitchen was over here, but it'll be over here in this one. What we'll have here is a cutting board, and the kitchen space, the wood will come down and then over, and then you'll have your sink right here. And if you see this from up above, you've got this kind of nook, which will be very nice to be able to kind of step into and, cutting vegetables, cooking, cleaning. In addition to that, you also have some storage right back here. We want to maximize this space and make it as efficient as possible. Right here, you've got an on-demand hot water heater. Now, all of these features are going to be additional to the camper, but in this model, and just to test this prototype, I'm putting an on-demand hot water heater so that you can take longer showers. Now this portion right here is going to have a seat on it, and as I've been using the original prototype, I've noticed that the seat that I've got is not all that comfortable. I want to make this really, really comfortable. If this is a space that you're going to be spending any amount of time in, you want to be comfortable in this space. So that is pretty important to me. In addition to that, we're going to have some racks and some storage all along here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Press like on our page so that you can get updates on the continuation of this launch, as well as getting updates on the build out of this prototype. Take care and have a good rest of your day. And there's one last thing. I'm going to tell you why I'm the luckiest friend a friend could have, because I just recently got the most amazing poster, Jeffrey J, and it's titled Never Stop Believing. I'm going to be including one of these in every single Kimbo camper, I promise.